All hail Biafra. This is Biafran Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Hello guys, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Good evening to you, wherever you're watching me from. And please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. This is a reaction video to what happened yesterday. Yesterday was a question and answers, program that United of Biafra had with COS and all the cabinet members. They gather together and make sure that address answer some questions based on what Biafrans seem to, kind of where they are worried or what they want to know. Some questions are funny, some are just, a plan, a strategy from the Ogenkere camp to drag USB down, and that's why I'm here to highlight to us few things that I noticed and my own take. Remember, we are here to share our opinion. We don't drag anybody to the mud. What we do is to set the record straight. We are not intending to have any issue with anybody. The plan is to make sure that everybody understands the truth and follow the truth. To set the record straight and to make sure that everything lies and evil are being exposed. We don't plan to attack anybody. If you don't like what we are saying here, you have right to your opinion. That is where I also have my right. I have right to my own opinion. Okay? Let us respect that. Like I said, I'm not in support of any crime or any violence, any attack, any bloodshed, any criminality. So any crime at all, of all type, we are not promoting that here. In fact, what we do is to kick against it and expose it to the basic knowledge of everyone so that you understand what they want to do and the intention when they're doing those things, so you will not fall to that trap. Now, having said that, please like the video and share it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. So I don't know if you watch the program. I don't know if you joined it live. I don't know anything about. I don't know what you know about it. But I'm here to air my own opinion on that. Yesterday, during the question and answer sections, few people asked questions that to me is deliberate. It is a question from Ogenkere camp, and they're asking those things, knowing fully where the answer, but they want to hear something from CS, which we are going to expose on this video. This is one of the reasons why you need to watch the video from beginning to the end. Like I said, make sure you click on the like button, and your comment is very important. If you are get what I'm saying here, hit on the comment section politely. If you are support, comment, let me hear your own opinion on that. Now let's go there. Somebody asked a question, and the question goes this way. In fact, before he asked the question, he said that the question is meant for Defense Secretary and CS. To him, he pretend to be worried and concerned about what's going on in our land. And the question is, what are you doing to protect our land? That he's not seeing anything at the moment. Things are going differently. These are not going the way he wants. He wants to know what I plan to do, their intention, and their plan about what is going on in our land. When you hear such question, you feel like, yeah, I'm happy to this question. I want to know what they're actually doing. But as the question goes, as the CS and the cabinet member were trying to explain to answer that question, you can see the guy's intention begin to expose. He begin to reveal his identity by being disrespectful and trying to act as if he's not happy with CS and all that. That is to tell you that before the question, he's not in support of anything. But beginning of the question, he pretends that he cares, that his own worry is at what is going on. That's not his worried. And I will tell you why. When you ask such question and refuse to pay attention to the answer, it simply means that you are doing that deliberately. You are not trying to know. What you're actually trying to do is to prove that your master is right. Many of these questions they asked, they know the answer, but they remember. A few days ago, I made a broadcast here. I made a video. I don't know, was it live? I think in one of our live broadcasts, I showed us the chat and conversation of these people behind the scene, telling themselves, bring evidence against us that they're going to report her to FBI. In fact, he said that he's been in contact with FBI for all this. He just dropped, his phone call with the FBI agent. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what the chat said. That he was on telephone conversation for 30 minutes. It seems like all of them are using 30 minutes conversation to deceive Biafrans. Ogekere said that before. He was on call with PM for 30 minutes. The guy said similar thing in that chat. Now, what they're doing now is to ask questions that will somehow, to them, in their own little brain, to implicate anyone. When they ask such questions, they will record it and keep it down. That's number one. Number two, they are trying to tell you that Ogekere is one leading them, that is telling Biafran what to do, that is in charge of everything. That CS is just lying. Now, if you believe truly from the heart of your heart that this is what you think that is going on, that Ogekere is one piloting everything like some of you claim, then why are you asking security questions to CS? If you know that men on ground are too loyal to Ogekere, in fact, CS is not working with anybody, like they said even before the question. I got a comment on my comment section on that live broadcast saying, where CS was introducing herself and the greetings, sending greetings to cabinet members and Mazda Americanos, PM, Simon Ekpa, and all Jenny Biafran, even to her, her cabinet members, all the secretaries. She said that she's sending greetings to Biafran Liberation Army. One of these people on my comment was asking her, which of Biafran Liberation Army? They don't know you. You understand? The same person will come when the guy asked question. He was busy on the comment section telling Biafrans, okay, you answer the question. But you told us that men on ground is loyal to Ogekere. This is what, when you hear people saying that you can't serve two masters at a go. If Biafran Liberation Army are loyal to Ogekere, which I don't know, I'm not insider, I don't know anything about it. But from what I'm seeing outside, I don't think they're 100% loyal to Ogekere. I don't think. But if they do, best known to them. But the actions and what is going on in our land, you need to understand that the same people telling you what is your action, what are you doing, are busy comparing files to report the way they reported PM. And that's what I want to see. Now, the question is, must you put what is going on in a land on social media to validate or to prove to you that something is going on before you know that something is going on? Whether something is going on or not going on, let us pay attention to those that are hell-bent in leaking and looking for the head of their brothers. Like I said, I'm not here to support violence or killing of anybody. But when you hear them saying, what is going on in our land? What is going on? They are not saying that because they care about the life of people that are in our hometown. They don't. What they actually want to see or to hear is you trying to prove that you are doing something, and they take that in to do a report. That's number one. So for some of us that are confused, because I saw someone that actually believed that she has some, that she's sensible enough. She knows that I'm talking about her because I told her in the comment section, I am highly disappointed on you. This is somebody who is following the platform all this while. I do send my greetings in my live broadcast. Whenever she comes, I'll call her name as I see you, that kind of thing. But yesterday, she's one of those who said that she's not okay with the answer, that something is missing. Then I was forced to tell her my mind. But you see, many of you that are even silent may be saying the same thing. That you want to hear, okay, yesterday we destroyed Nigerian checkpoint, we went to police station and do. These are something many of you want to hear. Somebody that is smart will learn from what happened to other people. Are you getting my point? You don't need to be a victim for you to learn from what happened to others. Bringing with activities and everything on social media, bragging about it is something that we need to understand that it is one of the things that made them to go after PM. Are you getting my point? And they want to, because if not that I have seen the chat and their move they're making in US to claiming that they're after CS life and have freedom. If I'm not seeing that, I may say, I also want to know what is going on in our land, right? But in as much as we want it or you want it or you feel it, the problem is that, do you want to give your enemy what they're actually looking for? I don't think you do. Our land had been a problem in chaos before my kind of form ESN. That's not the gospel truth. The reason why Mazda formed ESN was not to start causing insecurity, but to stop insecurity. So, if you want to blame Mazda for forming ESN, Why don't you blame those that are enabling that insecurity in our land in the first place? Okay, Mazagano was taken. PM started fighting the same insecurity. What happened to PM comes from those that PM is fighting for. CS is here. The same thing, the same group, the same class of people that made sure that they shot Mazagano down and shot PM down. Abuse is doing the same thing, and they are doing it looking for evidence. I am surprised that many of you who claim that you want to see what we do, when after the broadcast that I made, I'm not the only one exposing the guy that is behind the communication. And it is directly pointing at those that are trying to fall back. None of them have countered it or say no, you know, that kind of thing. They kept quiet, trying to downplay it, but they are doing it every now and then. They are in action. If you are not contented with what USB government is doing in space of 3 to 4 months now, right? You are not contented. You want to see water. My question to you is that how many months did it take PM to actually start water? How many months? Or yes, how many months or year? How many months or years? I don't know. I can't remember, but I'm sure that is not PM did not just start fighting insecurity within 2-3 months. It takes time. And remember, the same battle that PM faced that actually dragged him so long is what CS is doing now, facing now. Facing it in a different level. When you have men on ground who are who have double mind, or you have people that are constantly convincing them on what to do. You know, why I felt that CS what is going on now, that she's facing the most challenging situation is this. PM is a man, not a woman. In our land, in our Igbo land today, we have different types of mentality, like other people have, but our own is somehow unique. You have people who believe that CS is getting it right. She's capable, even if not to give you Biafran, but to keep the ball rolling. Some of you believe that. Some believe that she's not capable at all. And Ogekere is not capable at all. That they themselves are the one capable. Then when you ask them what can you offer, you see that they are not even they are nothing. They are not going to write home about. You have other people who believe, yes, in as much as she's best, she speaks very well, she's very vibrant, she's determined, she's not a sabo. They believe that, but the problem they have, why must she be a woman? Even yesterday, when one of the cabinet member, one of the secretary was, introducing himself and he sent his greetings, he said nice things about CS. Somebody of my conversation from Ogekere camp, because I actually thank them off. Many of them I send them, not that I block them, but I limit their chat because they are trying to spam the platform and trying to lie at the same time. One of them said, that this is just a kind of a taboo unheard of. How can a man be praising a woman? That is not something that our people do, you know, that kind of thing. Why somebody that a woman for that matter? The issue is that his own is not that CS is not getting it right or anything, but why must you be a woman? That it is not normal for a man to appreciate a woman that is doing something nice. The question is it truly in our culture? Is it true in our culture that our women should be subjugated to the level of whatever, even when they say the right thing, it means trash? It is not true. They will still come back and tell you that that you are Fulani. One of them keep on calling me that I'm a Fulani man. It is good that you say your mind, but you that is from Igbo, you don't even know your culture. You don't even know what our people are known for. Women are not being treated that way. There's limits, yes, but remember, COS is not a traditional ruler. They don't even know how to differentiate like government and traditional rulers, government leaders and or politicians, president, prime minister, whatever you may call it, or governor. They are not traditional rulers. You can only lament or cry if you say CS is now maybe something like Igwe or see, then you're supposed to call it out, right? Because that is not is against our culture. But pretending that this is part of the culture is a lie. That you don't like it does not mean that does not mean that that is how it is. You people know how to deceive people. But my own advice to USB government and secretaries is that they should step up to make sure that in as much as they don't want to bring anything on social media, let them take their time, build themselves before facing insecurity in our land. Don't just jump out and start doing it. If men on ground refuse to work with you, come out and make it clear that they are now this is what they're doing, this is what they're doing. We have our plan that when our own army will come, this is what it does not, they don't see it as anything bad. But if they want to work together and everything, let them stand one place. Because they're making people believe that somehow they are loyal to Ogekere. Somehow you can't run two government at a go. And it's not as if Ogekere is a government, they are just distractions. Distractors from all angles. When they shake their members, honestly, pay attention. You will find out that they behave alike. All of them, both men and women, they all behave alike. Very easy to insult, very easy to tag you, Sabo, to call you names. When you look at them, Sabo calling people Sabo, which is normal in Africa. That you see a criminal, a highway robber. After robbing people, he put in his gravel and catapult. Because some of them, when they want to go and rob, like some of you that live in Lagos, when I was living in Lagos, if they want to rob, what they'll do, they'll go and buy vegetable and put in a plastic. Carry it like this if they're just coming out from evening market. After robbing people in nearby streets or something like that, they'll pack everything and put in the vegetable and be walking and shouting, ole, 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 ole. They are the one. If you people will be wondering, where are they? Because which time do you hear ole, ole? Some people that are capable will run out and try to chase them, trying to find out who. You will see them. They are not disappearing. Some actually believe that they have this voodoo power to disappear. It's not true. They are among those shouting ole, ole, ole. Immediately they know they have finished their robbery, they will package themselves with the ugu leaf and everything, and some grain and water leaf, as if they're just coming out from market. When you open their bag, you see, food items. But the main material they use in the operation is hidden in somewhere in the vegetable. That is until one day the whole thing cast. They captured one of them and that secret was leaked. So this is what's going on now. Some of them shouting Sabo, 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 oh Rabafulani. They're actually the one. If by DNA you find that they're not. One of them always on my comments is one matured man with the gray hair. His beard everywhere. When you look at him, the guy look like somebody. I don't want to insult any tribe, but there's a tribe in Nigeria that I can swear that guy mother must have done. If at all, he's a Biafran. But I believe that the guy is not an Igbo. Looking at his structure, his facial look at them, you know that he's not an Igbo. Honestly, and I'm not saying this to him, but those of them that are quick to call you names, they don't know what you know. They don't want to learn from those that know. What I'm trying to say is that if you are somehow downcasted about that, you need to remember there's a lot to say about what happened. These people are eager, looking for evidence, compiling documents. They have started reporting CS. CS is just like PA, people who don't reveal who don't come out and say what they're going through in public, but they are battling, Lucifer and their agents in human form. All these things is that if you can tell yourself the truth, you know that what I'm saying is that it's gospel truth. And the only thing that CS need from you is your support. Like I said, as Biafrans are supporting CS and USB government, let them also know that Biafrans are supporting them with all their heart, and then what they own Biafrans is truthfulness and dedication. Do not disappoint. Make sure that thing they're looking for or what you're supposed to do, make sure they are planning and working hard to achieve it. Don't just go and relent. I leave it there. And please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you think about what I've said so far. Be strong and do not allow them to discourage you. They know what they're doing. People will come out to ask questions they already know, because they want you to use your mouth to voice it as. They will record it and capture it and go and say, look at you, this is what the person said. You understand? Use your brain and your senses. We are not fools. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.